Hi Leo, welcome to Moon Shadow Tarot. This is Michelle. So we're gonna dive right into a Leo July 2020 reading. I've already pulled 2 oracle cards just to get some theme energy for the month, and we're gonna clarify with a few different tarot decks here. So what's come out is we've got 2 cards that have come out which talk about fate and which talk about divine plan. So this is really interesting energy to come out. So let's just dive right in and see what this is about. July 2020. What do my Leos need to know? For July 2020. We'll get some clarifiers from this deck. Else do my Leos need to know for July 2020? Apologies, by the way, if you can hear a noise in the background. That's my oven just cooking my dinner. I'll get 3 more clarifiers, please. One more, please. 1 more clarification card. There we go. Okay. So this to me looks like there's something going on for you guys, Leo. There's something going on for you about your finances, and there's also something else going on for you about a very deep friendship or romantic relationship. And it's almost like these 2 things, for some of you, may be connected in some way. So the first card in the top row that we had is the 6 of Cups in reverse. So this card just generally is sort of an energy of very intense soul bonds with someone. It might be someone that you've known from childhood, someone that you met for the first time and it just felt like you had known them forever. But this card is a very dreamy sort of energy. It's quite ethereal. The illustration, there's an element sort of like yearning and longing. You can sort of see this woman here and she's looking almost at this vision in her mind. It's almost like you may have been wanting a relationship just in general. You might have been wanting a romantic partner in general, and there's just no one on the horizons. It's just not looking up for you or hasn't been, because that's clarified with the 3 of Wands, and you see this person here, they're sort of looking out over the harbour, they're trying to see what's coming in, what ships are coming in for them. So it's a bit of an energy of sort of waiting and yearning and longing, and I'm getting that it's to do with a love connection, most likely, because then we've got the Five of Pentacles, and in this deck it's called the Outsider. So it's that energy of like, you feel like you're locked out, like you feel like you're, you've been left out of the party. Like it's an energy of like, everywhere you go, like you see all these couples in love, everybody else seems like it's happy, everybody else seems like they've got someone, and you just kind of feel on the outside looking in, you maybe feel a bit lonely. It's not even, I mean, for some of you it just might be an energy of loneliness. It might not necessarily be and that is clarified by the Lovers in reverse. So it just feels like at the start of the month, or maybe leading into this month, or for some time now, you've just sort of been feeling like, how come everything else works out for everybody else in the love department? How come it kind of doesn't work out for me? And you could have been, asking yourself these sort of questions. This is the Five of Swords, and in this deck it's comparison. So sort of like comparing yourself to others, being like, what do these people have that I don't have? How come it works for everybody else and not for me? Like, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe there's something else I need to do, or and we've also got this clarified with the King of Pentacles in reverse. So the King of Pentacles is someone that's kind of, they've got everything in order. They've got their finances in order. They've got a beautiful home. They've generally got a family. And this is in reverse. So I'm almost feeling like when you're ruminating, like maybe you're thinking, well, maybe the reason I don't have a partner, maybe the reason no one wants me is like, I'm not wealthy enough. Maybe I don't have I'm getting an energy of like possibly even regrets, or comparing yourself to others financially in terms of their level of security, where they're at in that area of their life as well. But going back to the overall energy of this reading, something is working out for you, or something, there's an element of divine timing in this. There's an element of there's things going on behind the scenes that you are not seeing. And I say this because the final two cards for your reading this month, Aries, is Harmony, which is the Ten of Cups card. This is an energy of just complete and utter emotional fulfillment. Now, normally in a traditional Ten of Cups card, sorry, that's my oven going off. Normally in a traditional Ten of Cups card, you've got two people and they're looking all lovey-dovey and happy, and there might be a rainbow, and there might be kids, and there might be dogs and pets and animals. In this deck, you've just got this one figure, but with two dolphins sort of swimming overhead. And dolphins, when you get a pair of them, that is very symbolic of soulmate energy. But you do see that this figure is alone in the card. So by the end of the month, it's not necessarily that you are all going to have partners, but certainly I think you're moving into a new chapter in your life where you're going to feel more loved and more supported regardless of what your romantic status is. And as you do that, you may very well be more able to find someone to share your life with, a partner, new friends. And then that's been clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is someone she's just living a good life, she's very independent. Like I kind of think of the Queen of Pentacles as someone that, like if this was a woman, it's someone that doesn't need a man particularly. It's someone that's good on their own. They've got a nice house. They've got nice things. They've got, they look nice. They're very attractive. They're very nurturing. They cook nice meals. They look after themselves. They take care of themselves. They've got a good job. All of that. It's it's an energy of like, it's almost like you look at what everybody else has and it puts you in a really negative energy where you feel like you're locked out, you're everybody else is enjoying themselves and you're not. You think, oh, I don't have a good job, I don't have enough money, that's what's wrong with me. But, I mean, I very much feel like that's just your perception of things in the moment. I really do feel like your energy is actually more like this, and this actually, I feel, is how a lot of people see you. I don't think you realize that. I think you think that people see you like this. They see you as someone that's sort of imbalanced, doesn't have their stuff together, doesn't have sort of life sorted, maybe is sort of drifting or a little bit unstable. But I actually think people see you like this. I think people see you as someone very independent, very creative, very wealthy. Like, even if you don't have a lot of money, I feel like this is how people see you. I feel like people see you as being very successful. I think people just see you as having this great life. And I do think you've got a great life. So I think there's an energy here of you might just be too tough on yourself. There might be an element of, yeah, you want a partner, or you want more friends, or you want to move to the next stage in your career and in your professional life. And when you think about that, I almost feel like there's a sense of like you go into this downward spiral and you make it out to be a lot worse than it is in your head. I think what this is saying is like, you're actually doing okay, and other people see you in a way more positive light than you have any idea about. And not only that, but I do think that you are coming into an energy of more peace and more emotional fulfillment and more bliss. I do think this energy is right around the corner. So I think if you're wanting to make new friends, if you're wanting to get out there and find a partner, or just feel way more loved and happy and secure within yourself, I think that the potential for that is right here. Coming back to these energies up the top, it's almost like, yeah, like you've set up a good foundation for your life. I really do feel like that. And you might not feel like you have everything you want exactly as you want it right at this moment, but things are coming together, and I just don't think you're quite seeing that at the moment. So this month might just be one to have a bit more perspective, lighten up a bit, be a bit more kinder to yourself. I actually feel like things are working out for you beautifully, and it's probably not going to be in July that you see the evidence of this, but definitely I'm thinking that by the end of 2020, you're going to be in a vastly different headspace, perhaps, than you are now. And I think you are in a position to attract lots of really beautiful things into your life, like new jobs, new friends, a romantic partner, just a lot more peace, happiness, well-being, all of that. But yeah, I just feel like you can't perhaps see that right now. But you have laid a foundation, and momentum is building towards what you want, even if you can't see it. So that's the message, guys. Hope that helps. I'll catch you next month. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to get reminders when new videos are posted. Also, I would recommend, if you know what your moon and rising signs are, that you also check out the videos for those. Often, I personally find, I'm a Leo myself, but I often find that I get a lot of insight from my moon reading. So I'm an Aries moon, and I get a lot of information out of that complements Leo readings when I watch readings myself. So if you haven't tried watching moon and rising sign readings, or even where your Venus placement is or your Jupiter placement, do check that out. If you want to know how to find out what those placements are for you, then there's a number of websites online. Just go to Google and type in free natal birth chart. Okay, and then they'll just ask you for some simple questions, what your full name is, what your date of birth is, the time that you were born, if you know what it is. If you don't, always select 12 noon on the day that you were born, and then it will ask you for your place of birth, and then it will spit out a report that will tell you where those planetary placements were and what signs those things are in, and then you can know what other videos you might get some useful information from. So that's it from me. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.